everybody, welcome to the vlog. It is, at least it's a sunny day today, I will say. It's cold though. What happened to this weather? Literally, it was warm the last few days, and then yesterday morning it was really warm, and I was like, oh, you know what, I'm gonna sit on the balcony for a little bit, get a bit of sun. I feel like I even got a little bit of color there, you know, trying to get my vitamin D up. And then I went to work, and all of a sudden it was freezing at work. The wind was blowing, it was so cold. And then I got home last night, I was like, where's the blanket? I even put a jumper on Chippy, and he hasn't been wearing a jumper, I feel like, the last month. And it's meant to rain, but hopefully, fingers crossed, it doesn't. I've got a few errands that I need to run today, and I'd prefer it didn't rain. How are you all doing? Oh, is that you, my little munchkin? Chippy just got back from his walk with his grandma, and I usually like to, my mum goes for a walk super early with Chip, but I don't know, sometimes, like for example, when she's home and if I have a shower in the morning, she's either having a shower at the same time or she's like washing clothes, and for some reason my hot water becomes cold. So then I'm like, okay, every time I hear them leave to go for a walk, I jump in the shower. Unless I'm at work and I have to get up a certain time, but otherwise it's pretty funny. It's like my wake up call. Doesn't matter, I'm like, now's the best time to do it. So my main errand for today is I do need to go and get a pink slip for my car, because the rego is literally due in less than a week, and I'm normally not a last minute person, but with everything happening, it's kind of like I've had so many other cars to register that I was like, okay, this one's gonna wait till last. And then I do also need to take it for a car wash because it definitely needs a clean on the inside, so hopefully I'll do that today. And then I need to take pictures of it because I'm planning on selling it, and I'm gonna need some pictures and things. I'm gonna get Angus to help me with the selling process because I just feel like I know nothing about that. So firstly, we need to get ready for the day. Dry, makeup is on, I am ready to head out. I just got to grab my bag. Luckily I'm doing good for time, it's not even 9 AM yet. I think the mechanic opens at about 8:39 pending. I like to get there early before he kind of starts his day, I suppose, because it's a little bit annoying because he doesn't take appointments for that, and I feel like it's annoying to interrupt someone when they're in the middle of working. However, pending if everything goes well there, I'm then hoping to do a try-on video. From there I'm going to head to the shops. Oh, I need to put some hand cream on. What's this one? Japanese Cherry Blossom. Oh, it's Bath and Body Works. And that will probably be most of the day, so we will see how we go. Because then I want to come home and spend some time with Chip, because I feel like I haven't spent that much time with him. He actually has got a haircut or a hair appointment booked, but it's not till Friday because I couldn't get anything today or tomorrow. So I hope his hair is so overgrown, and because he's been wearing jumpers in winter, it's so knotty. So that will be in a few days. But let's get going. My time is up when dark falls. I'm looking for someone to raise the bar. Looking for someone, looking for someone. Looking for someone, looking for someone. Looking for someone, looking for someone. Looking for someone. From the shops now, and I had a little bit of an ordeal that I'm sweating from right now. So I did my pink slip, which was great, and then I came to the shops and I was really thinking I'll do a try on. So there's a Maya here that normally has like plus size Adidas, Levi's, that sort of stuff, and I was really looking for like a brand new pair of track bottoms, and unfortunately they just didn't have any more left, so that was a little bit disappointing as it was. However, my nephews called me as I was in the dressing room trying on a pair of jeans and said that they'll take my car for a car wash, because I just asked them if they could do that for me, because I just feel a little bit like, I don't know, feel like I'm like hanging out there on my own. So they called me and said that they would go and do that. I thought, awesome, I've got a little bit of time, I'll run to Kmart, have a look at what's in Kmart, because I was looking at for some storage boxes, and then I thought I'll just drive home. I won't have time to do a try on today. But literally there's so much new stuff in the shops. Like I walked around Kmart, you know, I was looking at homewares. I need a tablecloth and I could not find anywhere in Kmart where they have it. And this is when I realized why online shopping is so good in a way, because you don't have to walk around looking for stuff. Everything is at your fingertips. Also, I hate shopping on my own, I will be honest with that. Anyways, so I'm in Kmart and I saw this top that I thought was really, really cute, and I was like, oh, my hands are sort of full, I've got a few things, and I was like, but I want to try it on. I grabbed the top and I literally just had a couple of things in my hands, and I went to the dressing room and I walked in there and I put my stuff down, and I thought, oh, you know what, I might record me trying on the top. And I was like, where is my phone? It's been in my hand this whole time. And I looked at all the stuff that I was holding that I put on the bench. It wasn't there. I checked my bag like 10 times. It wasn't in my bag. I kept checking my bag, and then I was like, where could it be? Last time I remember, I was literally holding it in my hand. I have no idea where I could have lost it, because I was recording in Kmart. So I was like, what did I do with it? And I thought I didn't even leave it in the change room, so to speak. Then I went back to retrace my steps with everything I've looked at. And I asked this guy and I said, you know, has anyone seen a phone? And he said, no, but people usually hand them in. I'm not kidding. As a grown woman, I was ready to cry. We really don't realize how dependent we are on our phones. I guess, no, maybe we do realize that. I was like, what am I going to do now without it? Like, I have everything on this phone that I've never in my life lost or whatever. Like, I'm so responsible. And then I was getting mad at myself, because I was like, here's you trying to film and do everything, you know, that's it. I'm never filming from my phone again while I'm out. I was gonna cry. Like, I was fighting back the tears, but I was retracing my steps. But I thought to myself, but I never put anything down. Like, most of the things I looked at, I was looking at things that were hanging. Clothes wise, literally just as I was coming through. And the last time I remember ever setting anything down was when I was looking for a bowl for Chippy, and I went through every single bit in that little section. There was nothing went under the shelf, but I just kept retracing. I kept retracing the same steps, because I remember the last time when I was recording, I remember what I was filming. So I was like, from that point onwards, it couldn't have been before that, because I was filming. Also, I was stressing because I was filming. That means my phone wasn't switched off, so if someone had picked it up, they would have had access to it, because it would have been open. I was just about to leave, and I was thinking, where I was looking at the top, although it was on a hanger, maybe me touching something might have caused it to like fall. And I looked underneath the shelf, and it was right underneath there, and I was like, oh my goodness, thank you. And I guess nobody would have seen it, because it was really underneath like the clothes and stuff. And there it was, face down. But I found it, and then I came home, because I was like, dude, I'm too distraught. I hope I'm not going to be late home, because I was meant to meet the kids like sooner. But just doing that in my head, I thought I didn't even have a phone to contact them and say I'm not home yet, because I'm looking for my phone. And the guy, the Kmart worker, said to me, I'll ring it. And I said, oh, it's on silent, because isn't everyone's phone on silent now? Oh my goodness, that was quite the morning. So I'm home now. Christian was waiting for me when I got home, but he has taken my car for a wash. I'm not kidding, I have not washed my car in years. Unless someone else in my family has washed it and I haven't been here or something. I personally have not washed it, and hopefully the new car I'm going to treat better. Now that I've calmed down a little bit. I did end up grabbing a few things in Kmart, because as I said, they were in my hands. So I needed a few more of these like storage little boxes, the collapsible cubes. So I got 2 of the boucle kind of style ones. Just that front room area, I'm not happy with the bag situation. If you guys remember, I ended up buying those things that I wanted to put my bags in. It just still hasn't worked out really well because the bags still slouch and don't fit. So I'm really not liking that idea. So I figured if I put a few more of these, I can maybe even put bags in here or just put other stuff. I feel like I accumulate so much stuff that I just need things to look neater because I'm a grown woman. I don't need things looking a mess. And then I ended up getting the bowl that I was saying to you guys for Chippy. It just looks like this. So now, because currently I have a mat underneath his stuff. And even now he's currently eating his food. And I just recorded a little bit to show you guys how the bowl just keeps moving. And then as he eats, it just keeps moving and moving and moving. And therefore this should be able to like lock into the floor, and then I could just take the bowl out of here every time I need to like put food in it and wash it, and it comes out pretty easy. And that way he can eat in peace and his food doesn't have to like go anywhere. The water bowl doesn't move, but he doesn't have to actually touch the bowl for that. And I've actually had his water bowl since I first got him as a little puppy. It's been the same bowl. I love the donuts on it. I think it's cute and it was well worth the money because it's still in good condition. Another day, and I'm actually at work a little bit later today, and I thought this morning I might put up some like Halloween decoration stuff. I feel like it's not too far away by the time this video goes up. Hopefully this goes up soon. Halloween's not over. Part of me was like, do I even bother? Because what I want to do this year is actually do my Christmas stuff early, because I'll be going away for like a whole kind of a big chunk in the Christmas kind of dates, I guess, because normally we put up a Christmas tree either on the 1st of December, but I feel like each year lately it's been creeping up a little earlier. And then I was like, what's the point of putting it up if I'm going to go overseas and then it's only going to be up for like 2 weeks? So when that time comes, I'm thinking of putting it up like early November, because why not? So then I can get a little bit of something of it. Look, I have been umming and ahhing about whether to even like put up stuff for anything, because on one hand I feel like it's not appropriate, and also like because my dad's not here, we're celebrating without him. On the other hand, unfortunately, with life going on, we do have to celebrate things without him. And not like Halloween's a celebration, we don't even celebrate or anything. It's just sort of to put up a little bit of background, pretty much for you guys really, and for me, I guess. Literally I'm the only one that sees it and you guys are the only ones that see it, so it's just nice to have a little bit of change of scenery. And I know this year, well, I guess technically early next year, because that's when we celebrate our Christmas, that's when it's going to be even harder for us because my dad's not going to be with us to celebrate. But it doesn't like diminish him in any way, I don't believe. Like he, as I've said, he will always be with us in our hearts, and for us he will feel like he's still looking down upon us and he's still celebrating everything with us, because he will always be in our memories. And I guess the reason why my videos have been infrequent are because most people in life have experienced death and just know that you have your ups and downs. And a lot of the time when you have like a spare moment to think, or you're watching something and it reminds you of that person, you get really sad and you don't want to do stuff. And on the other hand, you say to yourself, my life is short as well, so it needs to go on. In saying that, I'm going to change the mood here. I'm going to get the Halloween decorations, whatever. We're going to pop some up behind here because let's just go do it. Also, a little somebody had a haircut. I don't think I vlogged at all last week, so this is him napping here. Also, I ended up putting his car bed there and he loves it. He's been sleeping in there on the days when it's a little bit cooler, which he loves. I don't even remember if I decorated for Halloween last year. Not a huge Halloween person, but we do need to change our background up a bit. All right, I've got a little box here. I've got to save some stuff for the front room, and then the rest of it's just going to go here. My DIY picture, which is, that goes in the other room. Remembering all my DIY stuff, and a pumpkin. All right. I think I'll probably just pop it all up and then I'll just show you guys what it looks like. Although first I've got to get that stuff down. Alrighty, that took me a lot longer than what I thought, because I did want to have like a 1 hour rest before going to work. But I also have a try-on to do as well, which maybe I'm going to have to do tomorrow morning. However, let me show you guys what it looks like. That is the overview. as you guys can see, I ended up just popping a scarf on the chair and covers it up because I feel like that chair just, like, it doesn't work with a lot of stuff. And then I've just put the pumpkin up here. I just put a bit of black tulle, just a bit of covering there. That's my DIY stuff. Some orange flowers. I feel like orange kind of works. I know it's not autumn here, but the orange works with the black to make it, because I feel like I try to do more Halloween, not autumn stuff, because yes, we're in Australia and it's spring here. But I feel like this works. And now let me show you the other room. My little corner here. We've got the picture. And then I just ended up popping like a plant with the candle in there and just some spiders. Very simple. So I went out to collect my sheets that are dried, and I remembered outside, like tucked away, I had this guy that I got from Nathan. I remember getting him, it must have been after Halloween, and then I packed him away and I've totally forgot all about him. But I'm thinking, if I want to make some room there somehow, all right, let me find a spot for it and then we'll find some treats. If he gets in my way, because I just moved that a little bit over, if he gets in my way I might move him somewhere else, but I have some treats that I want to put in the bowl. I was going to put him in the orange little like trick-or-treat collector, but this is, some have to go in him. I don't think you guys can see Chippy, he's kind of a little bit weary. Oh, Mama put a few treats here for this one. Sorry, they're not doggy ones. I apologise, I used the wrong words. Naughty Mummy. I think he's pretty cool. What do you think, Chip? I just made some lunch. My papaya with the granola yogurt and my Biscoff, but it's not the original brand Biscoff. It's like a cheaper version. It tastes just as good. I'm starving, so I'm going to have this and then I'm going to get ready to go to work. So I'm going to end the vlog here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.